Ooh, Requiem is nice. Requiem, Tractor Beam, vote out Godmaw. Some good comments too. I do not know what the best card is. Beams, I don't think it's Godmaw. I don't know. Godmaw's been slow for me a lot. I feel like I die with it a lot, or Requiem's kind of silly if you have it on curve. It does feel hard to lose sometimes, but maybe not in draft. Sure, the stats don't say tract. I take Tractor Beam. I haven't drafted blue much. Godma's the 17-land pick. Let's check. DPSK was a prime sub. Thank you so much. Welcome to Sewer. Alright, starting with blue, just take Scientist and go from there. Scientist is pretty much good in almost any blue color combo. I would have had a nice follow-up to, let's see, Requiem Monoist, only 55, Tractor Beam, 58, and Godmaw. Godmaw's 59.5, yeah. Made as loose. Map of the Storm's nice pickup. Hey J-Koi, hey Pale Geek. That's a late relic. Getting rewarded for my bad first pick. Bonjour. When do I fly to Atlanta? Saturday before the PT. 20th. I think I take the Galeblade here, right? I think the Galeblade might have the best stats. Maybe Modifier? Modifier looks good on paper. Plenty of time for testing out stream, yeah. I'll do at least a like stream to like show the house. All right, late-ish Embrace Oblivion, late-ish Wurm. There's been some green, late-ish Luminary. Maybe Embrace Oblivion. I already have a relic. I'm not gonna see a lot of black in the second pack. I'll take the Battlecruiser. You get the Sentinel in blue, you get the 4/1 for 1 black. You like Luminary here? I didn't see any Great White though. It was mostly like Weft Enhancer, Luminary. It's a latest dragon. The Chrome Companion too. The ratings, yeah. I mean, LSV's so busy, especially these days. I'm guessing he just like rapid fires. We're pretty much definitely blue, so should I take Lost in Space? Focus Fire is the best card in the pack. The Holocover is really good if you're black too. Having the first one is nice. I already have 2 4s. Take my first Lost in Space and just take the blue card again. I think this card has bad stats. Somewhat of a late drone. I don't even have that many artifacts right now. I don't know. Need to look that up. Shieldmate. 52.7 and the drone. No, not that drone. Yeah, I was supposed to take the drone. Wow. Might and Wurm. In blue-green, it's probably Wurm. Alright.
21 months. Drink some water for me, XD.
Oh, I'm getting the joke, but I'll oblige. Alright, what do we have? My first pack's a bit of a mess. No good green cards, really, no great blue cards. The good cards are like Shepherd and Mechan. Shepherd and Commit White. Dude, I don't have the white cards. Maybe Cryoshatter is just good cards. I've been traumatized last time because I kept getting paired against Beckoners, but on s'est rasé aujourd'hui, ouais, une fois de temps en temps. Technician, Gravship. I guess I'm just gonna take Gravship. Do you have a good red cards? I have like a good black card and a decent-ish other black cards. How do they compare? I'm assuming Technician's maybe a little higher. 60.8. And Fell Gravship, probably not far behind, 60. We're still getting past a couple good black cards. Oh, I guess there's a Relic. Asking someone to drink water is either A, calling them old, or being nice to them and wanting them to be healthy. I see. Probably Infiltrator. Damn, second Mechan. Just take Embrace, right? I already have 2 relics to go with them. And I can maybe pick up some late nutrient block. Nobody's nice to Gav, so we know. I really don't want to take the downloads. But I should probably take the color. The Zealots. Good looking deck. Not the flashiest, but I do have 1 Mythic uncommon, 2-ish for Mythic uncommon, Tractor Beam. Evangel or block? I never see the Evangel pop off completely. Kinda just take block, yeah. It's to Oblivion. I want like maybe 4. I have the Zealot now. I don't think I feel like the Evangel is solid. I don't feel like I've seen it like take over a game. Evangel is filler, yeah. It's looking pretty good in my deck though. First Gravkill is nice. I thought that's what it was, Cantus. That was my first instinct. I was making a bad joke about how in the US you can buy alcohol and the set's at 21. I thought that was like loosely how your brain functioned there, and black is totally open. I mean, it's possible there's a black drafter just, you know, to my passing to me this pack, but maybe we're just 2 black drafter at the table. Divert Disaster. Card's still a mystery to me. I need to play with it more. Not a huge fan. Could be good in this deck. I'm not playing the Torpedo. Am I ever splashing? There's not even like Steam Vents or Blood Crypt, right? Can't even really get fixing. Ooh, Console the Star Chart's busted. And nothing else really. I mean, Embrace, Mechanozoa. Consult's kind of a bomb. I wonder what the stats are on Consult. Only 56. Probably got unsealed. Gravkill, pick 8. Thing is, sometimes when you're black, like there is such a thing as too much removal in this format. Just another Zealot. You don't end up with too much removal and not enough card advantage. This card's kind of nice with my battleships. Hello, PKS. Let's see. Any fillers? Oh, so far, 23 solid cards. Monoist is a nice pickup. Wouldn't mind tabling a third Embrace Oblivion. Okay, this is where we have to start making cuts. Maybe one Lost in Space. Let's see Lost in Space versus Cryoshatter. Lost in Space 56 free. Cryoshatter is good when you're trying to cast 2 spells a turn. Oh wow. I do have like Mythic on common though, that card's so good. I had a blatant lack of respect for that card before I played with it. Not really, but I just called it, I thought it was a little worse than the other, than some of the other uncommons, but it's wow, another relic, okay. Gonna have some tough cuts to make. Probably Galeblade Cryoshatter can go. I think I'm gonna keep Nutrient Block probably. Even though free relics. Divert Disaster plays nice with relics too. This draft has been strange. Yeah, wow. Alright, I didn't get the Sentinel. I might just have to cut the Battlecruiser. My deck might be a little too good for Battlecruiser. It's not enough creatures, maybe. I guess I get to play 16 lands with free relics. Comet Crawler is not the worst with free relics either. Yeah, Comet Crawler is solid, but I wonder if I need the Operative in my deck. Maybe I'll just cut the Operative. Have some better twos. Damn, Battlecruiser really does have, like, awful stats. Lost in Space has good stats. Lost in Space is super serviceable. The Surveil is nice too. But probably need to play creatures. Let me sort by blue-black. See how the Crawler does. Oh, Crawler has... Crawler's solid. Alright, maybe I'll one play the Battlecruiser. I don't know. I'll try it. Wait. Yeah, I have no creatures, and they don't have that much high power. And I might not play that. Let's see. Okay, somehow Lost in Space has higher win rate than Gravkill, but I think that's the whole thing where Gravkill you pick highly and Lost in Space you get pick 10. That's why it has good stats. Do we need the downloads? Probably not. I like the first one. I think it's hard to have too much card advantage. I have to Embrace Oblivion to not get ran over. Tractor Beams. Do something like that. I could cut the Lost in Space for Cruiser now that I put the Mechan back in. I just want to play with the rares more. And we've got a hardcore Lost in Space hater in chat. Hey Goat, sorry for you. Sorry for your loss. Damn, who started the whole divorce conversation? Also, sorry, Naughty, and let's keep it. I haven't been paying exactly attention to what's going on, but I see. Please be reasonable human beings in chat. I don't think there was anything unreasonable said, but love gambling, dude. I've been listening to that basketball podcast called Old Man in the Free. It's like JJ Redick, and he's like the coach of the Lakers now. He's a basketball player, and for some reason, his sponsors are just like the Cash App and DraftKings, and I'm like, seriously, dude, like you didn't make enough money. You have to shill for like, I don't know, maybe he just doesn't think it's that bad of a thing in general, but I don't get it when people who are worth millions like, damn, I almost break there. DraftKings, yeah. I think it's one of the poker players who started DraftKings. Honestly, if I quit Magic, maybe I'll take up slot machines at the casino downtown. Might be less of a waste of time and money. You know you can make money with slot machines, right? It sounds like not a true story, but they'll literally have these slot machines where the jackpot gets bigger and bigger. And some people just go like, they go and play on that machine when the jackpot is low, and they lose like you know, whatever, 20, 50, $100, and then they're like, oh well, good beats, they move on. And you can literally, there's people who literally wait by these machines and go play them when they're plus EV. I mean, even there was a story with like some Magic players did it not that long ago, where there was not that people are just, they don't care enough, or they don't have the bankroll to like play plus EV. I'm not saying you should, you know, play slot machines for a living. I mean, why not if you know what you're doing, I guess. But when they told me that, I was like in disbelief that that was even a thing. I guess I should get the sinus into play and just load up the. I was like, no, that can't be true. It can't be like that silly. They lied to me. Nah, it's someone who would not make that up. Gap complaining about DraftKings while being a DraftKing right now. I wish. I wish I was a DraftKing. I'm all. It's just you just realize you could have played slot machines for a living all this time, and you can't cope with reality. You just realize you passed up on Carrie as being a gambler. It's okay. I felt the same way. The early lotteries can turn plus V. Few examples of them being flooded in the past. Yeah, I remember seeing that documentary. It was a while ago, but I'm sure it's not the only time it's happened. Where it was like in Australia or New Zealand, and it was plus CV. So they like, I think they played every number, but then they didn't physically have the time to validate every ticket. They only got to validate, I don't know, maybe it was like, let's say 70 or 80%. So if ever the lottery fell in the 20% they hadn't time to validate, they would have lost like so much money. But then I think they ended up getting lucky and not getting daggered. So my opponent played a rover and surveilled a whale instead of just a little sus. But I guess my hand's gonna get wrecked by. Which removal do you use here? This gets rigged by Disenchant. Guess I'll just use Embrace Oblivion. How well am I using that? I think I'm just gonna send these two creatures in. Not give them the ability to just block profitably and get the lander and sack it right away. Maybe I should have just Cryoshattered the rover. Actually, I didn't realize. I just tunnel vision that I could play one removal. I should have just played both and attack with everyone. Graphic. This thing has reach. Secret reach. I wonder if the edge rovers, I guess they both get landers, though, so if it's constructed playable. I mean, it would be nice in kind of an affinity deck. It's a cheap artifact. When they kill it, you get another artifact. Alright. Second spell costs 2 less. Alright, let's start. Let's do this. Let's do downloads. What do you think, chat? I'm just gonna keep the land. It was my hand. It's like silly not to. Does that work on their turn? It does. Technically. Alright, it might be time to trade up the Gravship. It's not as bad this time since they don't have the mana to sack it right away. Also, the lander could be nice for my crawler next turn, or at some point. Yeah, it's just a draft. No, I'm playing Singleton. Standard blue-black control Singleton. Need a little challenge. Block constructed. Tractor beyond the... I think they get the clue, right? They get the lander. Alright. So I can cast... Consult into Beam. Start by casting this thing, I guess. Sure. And then 4/4 is just obnoxious, right? I think they get a lander. I get the lander. Clueless. Are you just embarrassed of how clueless I am, chat, all the time? I felt like I did that before, and maybe it was the other way around. Maybe my opponent stole my C chip and they got the lander. Perfect timing, Pivo. We're just winning in draft, a rare occurrence on the Yellowhead stream. Thanks, bud. What have you been up to? Testing some Modern? Testing for the PT, or playing some other formats? Pauper. That's your Italian, must be Pauper stream. It's in your contract. You test every deck for the PT? Damn. Yeah. I haven't played a match of Modern in like 2 or 3 days, I think, so Good testing over here. You're Italian, so you must be poor. That's not at all my point, but just that, I don't know. Isn't Italy the pauper nation? Pauper-geddon, etc. You can't find anything you like? I like to hear that. I like when my opponents, people on opposing teams say stuff like that. Not sure I can trust it though. Not sure I believe you. Do love that the naughty sub is a prime sub. Classic. Naughty, thanks a ton for clicking that button. Did I miss? Cryo doesn't tap. I could have probably like dug for an Embrace Oblivion actually. You don't watch many other streams? Let's go. Only stream you need, chat. Put a stun counter on up to one target tapped creature. It says the creature has to be tapped. I was gonna skip the next RC until I learned that it was a Final Fantasy promo that's likely super expensive. Ooh, maybe I'll go then. That game was never really close. My draw was a little too good and they played too many mid cards. Looks like their draft did not go well at all. Let's see. Well, at least the Battlecruiser is an artifact for my downloads. And is an artifact for my Embrace Oblivion, I guess. What would the Battlecruiser be? It would be a Lost in Space. Let's see if it's better than Lost in Space. Turbo Mana. Probably should try and slow them down a bit. Also, I kind of need to get rid of that relic anyways to draw. Damn, that's a sick draw. Whew. Snap block. Really? Your hand's that good? You have a second one, maybe? Alright, Sinus is a little awkward here, right? Because if I don't draw lands, I can't abuse the double spell. Like, if I draw a land, I can go Sinus Crawler anyways, right? So might as well play Gravship first, I think. If I draw land, I think I'll easily win. If I don't draw lands, probably have a game. Not sure what makes the most sense here. We should assume they have... I really don't want to play Sinus and get Plunge. I got no value out of it. That'd be very, very sad. And if I don't draw land, I can't double spell anyways. May just play Crawler. I'll play Zealot because it crews for more. Because if I draw land, I get Sinus Crawler anyway, so I'm not really wasting a mana. I'm only playing 16 lands. Maybe I should just play 17. Even though I have a lot of cantrips, also like good late game and just good deck. I thought the opener would have some like big payoffs when they just traded their engineer away. Oh. Okay. This is bad, but not unsurmountable. Oh, it's a really good target for damn, for Tractor Beam. Damn, if I had played the Sinus, I could go Embrace Oblivion into Tractor Beam. Kind of don't want to sag the Gravship. How greedy is that? If you don't hit, I mean, if I don't hit land, I can just sag the Gravship and kill the 2/4. It's not the end of the world. I could like not have a land in my top two, and then it's really GG. I believe in the heart of the cards. I mean, it kind of works. But then I can't steal it. Man, why didn't I play the Sinus? I totally missed like Embrace Oblivion plus Tractor Beam. 5, 7, 11, down to 5. They have one card left. Let's see if my top card was a land. It was. Alright, I need to dodge. I need to dodge a draw step. I could have gotten Cryoshatter. Wow. I can kill their 2 creatures. Rylos's Spew, you know. It's close. Like, the Pollinator is an artifact for my downloads. on Tractor Beam because it taps it and then the creature just dies. That's a card. It's not a bad one to steal. If I'm not dead by then. Looks like I'm never putting Battlecruiser in my deck again. Alright, I think I have an out. Opponent did have Riddler and Urboid. Like all good cards. Can't be too upset at that one. Oh, the Endstone. I mean, Endstone's probably much better in sealed. Not probably, almost definitely. How easy is it for red-green to ramp in that spot? There's not much, right? It's like Scoutlander. Exactly. I mean, a Curiosity that they just subdecked. I don't double land. I guess I'm missing out on free damage too. Just play the Relic. And wait, which one do you sack actually? They're probably not going to be attacking a lot this. I'll sack the block, I guess. It's not permanent. Creature or spacecraft. Yikes. I need Divert Disaster. Yikes. Let's get the Crawler into play, I guess. So they can't get too aggressive. Usually you want to play that card the turn you play a land, but maybe they're worried about a counter. Hmm. Hiya! Joke's on you. I got another one. I need them to play the 6/6 reach. The Brontar. Probably should steal that, right? And I get to attack for a decent bit. Oh, I played a land first. Well played. Yeah. That's silly. Also, no damage could be super relevant this game. Oh. I think I'm gonna be alright. What was that draw? Hmm. Alright, I could have sagged the Tanuk, but on the damage. So you want to play Relic first, I think, to try and draw another worse artifact. I don't know if I really have worse artifacts in my deck right now, though. Let's play that thing first. Currently discard 2 lands. Am I sacking the Relic 1,000%? Probably. Oh, hello. Do have that card in my deck. You Fell Gravship Mechanozoa? I guess I should start by attacking. Fell Gravship Zoa is kind of nice. It cruised the Gravship pretty well. Unless I mailed the Storm. I have a Tractor Beam left, right? I think I do. I play my land first. Nope. Yep. Yep. Maybe that'll deck me, actually. Yeah, that was loose. Well, I had to deal with it. Yeah, I can embrace it. Or Bronthar. Good thing I didn't add the land because I was flooding there for a while. I'm gonna have all cheap cards in my deck, surely. Surely I'll draw out of it. Land into drop. I'm being greedy now. Wait, mull to 4? To find a hand was not all lands and not all spells. Was your 5-card hand all spells or all lands? I'm assuming you would have kept all lands on 5. Maybe it's a lack of respect to even ask that question. 0 lands, 7 lands, 0 lands. I might keep 6 lands if I have a lot of like expensive cards, which you might have had in your red-green deck, but it's kind of close. I don't know, maybe it's not close, but I'm assuming it's close. You got free sevens. I might keep just 6 lands. Meaning plus you have a land to the bottom. You only have like 10 lands left in your deck. It's really hard to win on 5. It's like almost impossible to win on 5. Not that it's super possible to win on. I think it's 6 lands. Alright, color, sweeper, starport. Nothing super worth stealing. I don't even really want to let them cycle all their shitty cards, though. I get lost in Spades the color for now. Can tap it if they want to in response. Time log themselves. Interesting. It's a little greedy. Yeah, I think I was literally the only person who plays Magic in chat. To be fair, everyone else just too busy chatting. That was pretty damn decent draw. Not the worst one to steal. It does have a passive. Yeah, let's steal it. I'll get out tempoed. Bobbers is here? The man on a free week? What does that mean? You on vacation? A staycation, as they say? Barbarinos? Sir Bobinald? You booked a week off? Gas. Any big plans? Sorry for the off topic, but what do you think are the advantages of the 4-color control you play versus regular blue-white and standards? I mean, you have access to arguably better removal. And the little I've seen, Jeskai Revelation, like it's hard to answer that question because I honestly haven't played a lot of standard. I haven't played much blue-white against blue-reds, and I haven't played that 4-color deck against blue-red, and that's the most important matchup. So I don't know. I was pretty impressed by the non-blue-white cards. Chill Gab sequence. That's pretty sick. That's good value. That being said, I mean, that should be more than good. Four, five, six. Just kill that adept, maybe. I'm just using my cards. Oh, right. Thought I could play one more spell. Oh, I played Cryoshatter as my second spell. I was like, I thought I did the math right. Clicking. Peak clicking. Yeah. Maman-san, Maman-san. Maman-san. Be fair, in my defense, that card is pretty confusing. And I'm easily people confused. Everyone knows that. Alright, as much as I want to play that thing, let's just keep Divert. Let's try to avoid disaster. Or Divert Disaster. Illvoi hope for the best outcomes, but engineer for the worst. I like it. Did you ever play Hearthstone, Gab? Ever played? I think I only did the like sponsored stream, and I don't really think I got into it. I'm not sure I've ever played Hearthstone outside of sponsored stream. I think Marvel, I kind of got into it a tiny bit and kept playing a tiny bit outside of the sponsored stream for a bit. That game was pretty fun. Hearthstone, though. Snap requires a lot of grinding to keep up with the card acquisition. But isn't Arena kind of the same though? Like if you want to be able to craft cards without putting money in, if you don't do your daily quests and stuff, or maybe it's like worse. I don't know. Obviously I don't know much about economy. I'm just a whale. Just use my credit cards. I use all the PayPal donations I get. That's why I dropped it. The Snap economy is a little slower than Arena. Oh. I don't get the feeling the Arena economy is great in the first place, so. Is Marvel Snap still popular? What about like Marvel Snap Hearthstone? Are these the two biggest competitors to MTG Arena as far as card game goes? I want to be aggressive? A divorce and to be aggressive. Maybe I don't need to. I probably have delayed game. Dito says I played Marvel Snap for 2 years, stopped last month, they became extremely greedy. You think it's just like they weren't making enough money, so they had to like they didn't have a choice? Oh, I got 30 bits. Gigantifying emotes from Jaikoi. Twice. Damn, let's go. So yeah, I mean, it's so hard to know, right? Talk about that stuff without. I mean, I'm not saying, that these companies are like not greedy and stuff. Usually people who start businesses and whatnot tend to just be greedy or eventually become greedy, or and also it's so hard to talk about that stuff without knowing the numbers, without knowing the number of yachts the CEO possessed. Damn, they got rid of Beckoner? I would have another Beckoner. Wait, what? So aggressive. Wait, for free extra damage? You're trading free damage for a 2/2? Okay. Damn. Put on over there thinking he's Dave Price. Should have kept Swamp up. That's silly. Oh. I don't know if that's a good draw though. Right now I'm being the Munson, attacking with Monoist for no reason. Instead of blocking and stacking. Just gonna take traded 2 damage for 4 damage. I'll give a little love back, They showed me some love. Kind of obnoxious anytime we play against Red Black, they could just have like Mutinous Massacre. Remnant Elemental. Reach. The worst blocker right now. Do I still want that card? I want to steal the Monoist and just curve into the mouth. I'm at 13. So you're probably gonna Beckoner Mono. I don't especially want to block it. I didn't draw lands. Yeah, just get rid of the elemental now. I guess I can block it and sack actually. Okay, let's just say go. We're gonna slime all. Card. Getting a little scary. I don't mind drawing a land now. Wait, that's Infinite Loop? But I need to cast it. I know I could search for it, but what were the 2 decks you used to win your 2 Pro Tours? One was Team Limited, so it was just Team Draft. And the constructed one was 2009 Pro Tour Kyoto, and I played 5-color Cruel Control. Very cool deck. Not like the best deck I've ever played, it was a good deck. But yeah, I don't like we broke the format or anything, but it was like good enough. Oh, they needed the Zealots. They need a sack outlet. Yeah. Alright, I would still like to draw a land here. They didn't get too greedy this game, and I kept all the lands. Thought they might chum there. They do have 2 blockers for my flyer. Let's use my cards. An underrated tactic. Feeling ardent. It's when it come into play. Doesn't seem that great. Just gonna clear the boards. All upkeep stop was lost in space just in case. That's tough. All tougher than I thought it would be at first. Thanks. Plus blue red's pretty aggressive usually. Nice. I don't like where this is going. Bit too good of a start. Oh wow. Lost Pain saves the tag, but they're probably just happy, honestly. If I do that, can maybe try and alt-face scroll their relic, their lost in space, their relic, their scroll. Yeah, this is just limited PT format. Wrong one. Alright. You get to draw 4, I get to draw 3. Fair fight. They've got to have a removal spell, right? Probably have like Radiant Strike or something. I can pay for my Divert Disaster though, even if they have Radiant Strike. Oh, that's nothing. Alright, we're chilling. Yeah, I don't know what they have. Maybe they're missing green mana. They're missing second green. Seven mana pump. Oh, Singularity. It's better to draw first. Damn, I'm too short. So if I draw rounded down, if I draw 10 cards left, so I should draw first. Wait, I should just sack, but I don't want to surveil. Oh yeah, I guess it's just free to sack. It's better that way. And keep on top. Now I get mailed for 9, right? So I have 10 cards left, yeah. I don't know. I have a relic left. And how many Embrace Oblivions? I mailed one. Let's sack now. At least they mailed some lands. Not a ton, but not zero either. You didn't want to draw that 5/5? You know what? I'm silly. I was thinking that I didn't want to I was trying to maximize this and I completely forgot that, yeah. Maybe I should try to draw something that does something. Even if it mailed. Oh no, it didn't even mean getting. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just that was bad. I'll take what I can get at this point. Guess I'm just doing for one card. I mean, do I physically have enough damage without Gravship? I don't think I can win. Should maybe just scoop them up. As the crawler hits for a bit. Let's sack it and hope the 2/1 flyer is on top. I've targeted my own stuff, I guess. Too bad I don't have like a Beckoner in my deck. Gravship's kind of good when I have no cards left. I can Gravship and then Lost in Paste something to get one more turn. Damn.
Monkey says, "What's Nassif's win condition? You, my friend, must not know Yellow Hat very well. This is not a guy who brings win conditions."
Yeah, always play a Corgi. So I can mouth crew. And then what? Can put the Fell Gravship back. Is it better to do Mechanzoa? Mechanzoa crew. I don't think I can do anything right. I don't know. So what does that do when it dies? Destroy up to one target non-land permanent. Alright, I'm being silly. Sorry, I don't know. I didn't skip that game 10 minutes ago. I deserve to lose like half my viewership. I don't always make the best picks. I like first pick rares a lot just to try stuff out, but does feel like the kind of hand that can only lose to the blue-black sweeper. Lack of pressure. Crawler feeling it. Maneuvers. Rude. Removal into scrap bots. Very rude. I think I want to kill that thing right away. Not letting them pop off. Like, at its best in red-black, and they already have the lander into play, obviously. Poor Zoa just always hits the deck. Land was pretty nice here. Let's see. Zoa or Alpharael was no artifact in hand. I'm at 20. Afraid no Beckoner. The Brunt are so fun when you get to start triggering it. I'm at 12. At 12, and they're gonna get to draw 2 cards. Alright, time to find Embrace Oblivion. And I lose a relic. How many cards do I have left? 8. Alright, need to dodge like one of the 2 sweepers, and I think I'll win. There's 3 sweepers if you count Battleship, maybe. I'd have Arc Enemy Charm? Oh, Decode. That makes sense. Mouth first, oh, I mean Zoa first to bait the removal, maybe? Removal baited, nice. Six cards left. Back to back getting decked. Looks like maybe. How many lands do I have left? 5, 9. I think I have all lands left somehow. 9, 11. I'll let you have. What happens when. Well. When did I mail all the spells in my deck? I thought I mailed 0 lands was Gravship. Oh, I lost a bunch of spells on Brontar too. Oh, maybe I should have Embrace Oblivion the Pango right away. Wait, I had a spell left? Oh, I have 2 lands in exile. Yeah, I don't use Untapped. Oh, I have it on, but I don't like use it when I... I'm not sure I would have triggered it, to be fair. YOLO. Woo! Perfect weather. Classic hand. Block, relic, download. I do have a card that does something. Oh, exactly what I needed. Maybe you keep the relic to double spell. I'd probably deck if I start drawing with Infiltrator. Please scale it. Please use your best removal spell. Literally, probably my win percentage goes down every time I draw an extra card with Infiltrator. Oh god. Should have kept a relic. 2 cards? How about 0 cards? The Divert Disaster, it's always trash. And download, I guess. Have no respect. That can't be right. Unless you have more removal spells, then it kind of makes sense. Arr, arr. Awkward. Should I try Claire? I don't know. Is that Claire Obscure, that game? Apparently people like that deck or keep talking to me about it. Not sure I'm the best person to answer that question. No, I will not draw more cards. I am good. But are feeling the pressure. We both cast Consult for no value. For single digit value, single cards. It's a good one to steal. Come on, cheap artifact. I think I have a relic left. Relic would be a nut draw. Land instead. I really don't want to give them another turn of making a 2-2, but maybe it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I mean, so much damage. Oh, if they're chum blocking, then clearly my play was good. You're saying I have all lands? Well, I kind of want to land for next turn anyways. At least that part's decent. Yes, you got a bunch of 2-2s. But what about my 6-6 flying? Huh? Just gonna steal Assembler, kill the 2-2 flyer. Maximum pressure. And I get to draw. But I don't draw a spell that costs 4 more. That'd be sad. Oh yeah, I have lethal in the air, yeah. So I need a land for lethal. Or an Embrace Oblivion. That's any cheap spell or any land. Probably gonna draw Lost in Space. The GG Relic. Alright, one more. One more for a 7-win run. Wow, a hand that actually does something in my deck. Not just air. What is going on in my chat today? What do you mean? The usual, people being amazing. Not sure what you're talking about. See how I say that with a straight face? That's just years of practice. Years and years of practice. Said it like I meant it. Yeah, I should have played Crawler first. Sometimes you just have to spew. Also not really a spew.
Listen, we talking about practice.
Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice. Hey, Divert Disaster did something. First time in history. Let's go. Yo, Edgar. Edgar, should we ever record another app of the podcast? What are we going to talk about? Can't share all our super secret non-modern testing. So I'm not too sure what's left. But if you want to record, I'm down. Yeah. It is a little awk. Alright. I mean, I guess I just say go, right? Say go and use my removal on card that actually matter. Because I don't think people really care about, like, field deck qualifier. I've played a tiny bit of standard. We could just look at standard deck clear. I guess it's all color. If only standard was like a format right now. The corgi, it's back to haunt me. Roof, roof. I think if I steal it, I'm the one who gains a life. Honestly, I might do it. Maybe I should steal Operator. Stonks? Incredible stonks. Maybe we should just like do interview. Just find someone to interview. We should do that. Could even like interview like a an RCQ RC grinder who hasn't made it to the PT yet. That could maybe be interesting. Seven wins. Deck was gas. Is that the one where I made the questionable first pick? Yeah. What did I take? I took Tractor Beam, or what do you first pick, Edgar? Tractor Beam or Godmaw? Godmaw has better stats, and it's probably picked higher, so it's probably like the better card by a decent bit. You pick Beam? You think it's a better card, or you just think blue's better? What's the official?